All right, dicks, welcome back to the channel where we do shit my way. Today, first things first, whoosh. Okay, what we're gonna do, I got this damn Raptor steering wheel right here, son. Ooh, you need a Raptor wheel? Fuck yeah, I do. So this one's got paddle shifters, because Raptors have paddle shifters. So you got the downshift here, upshift right here. The leather is premium. It's perforated or whatever. It's got little grooves in it right here. It feels nicer. And you know, this is supposed to be for when I'm ramping shit, but this is for when I'm pulling up at the mall. I can go ahead and make sure that I'm straight in my parking spot. So most people would use it for when they're ramping shit, but Colt does it at the mall. So we're gonna install this sumbitch right here in my truck, but we're not just gonna install it, we're gonna get the paddle shifters working too. So I'm pretty excited about that. If this is something you wanna do, I'll put a link to this and the wiring harness in the video description. If you want, you can click the link, it'll take you there, you can buy it. But stay tuned, we'll get this sumbitch installed, have a few lattes on the way, learn something, let's roll. All right, boys, just your everyday shade tree mechanic over here. That's what I do. First thing you want to do, go to your truck. If you got an F150, you're going to have one battery. Disconnect your negative terminals. I got them disconnected on both batteries. Disconnect your negative terminal or terminals if you got two batteries, because we've got to get in here and we've got to take this airbag out, and you don't want that sumbitch blowing up in your face. So I took the liberty of saving y'all some time and doing that shit off camera. So disconnect your batteries. Then we'll get in the truck and we'll start the video then. Ooh, your truck's dirty. I don't give two shits if my truck's dirty. 1, 2. This is my damn truck. You keep yours clean if you want. Okay, so what you need to do, you see this little hole right here? There's another one on the other side. You need to get like a small screwdriver, something small enough to fit in there. You need to get in there, and then like I said, on the other side as well. And I'm just showing you before I do it. You'll stick that in there, and it should come up to like about right here, and there's like a little clip under here, so that's what's holding this down. So you'll get in there with your screwdriver, whatever, push that over to release right here on both sides, then you can pull the airbag out. But you've got to stick something. I'm going to use this long Allen head I got right here. I don't know if this one's going to be too big or not. I'll have to just go down until I find one small enough. But what I'm trying to tell you is you got to go through that hole and push the clip over here and here. So I'll set the camera up and then we'll start again. Okay, so I got this here. I'm gonna stick this through here until I can kind of this one might not be long enough. That's what she said. All right, so that wasn't long enough. I keep 2 of these on my truck. It's just number 6 copper. Put them in your hand like this to find water lines, whatever. If you're blue collar, you know. If not, that's another video, another day. This should be long enough, strong enough, and down to get the friction on. So late. All right, anyway, put it in here with this. This was too thick, number 6 copper. So I went and got a wire hanger in the house, and it should be strong enough and thin enough. Yeah, that's that side. Come on, you son of a bitch. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, about to lose it. There we went, I think. Yeah, son, how you like that, you cunt? All right, so let me pause it and I'm gonna show you what you've gotta take apart up in here. All right, so don't just like yank it out because there's 2 things connected, so I don't think I can do this one-handed. Get you a flathead. Yeah, I doubt I can. Ooh, your boy got them skills to pay the bills, son. Oops. That's what you don't want to happen. So then you've got to disconnect this one too. I ain't sure how that one. I'm gonna have to put the phone down real quick where I can get up under that lip right there. Yeah, I don't want to break it. This is my airbag deployment thing. So I think it is. I don't know. It's either that or this. I don't really know. But let me put the phone down. I'm going to have to disconnect that real quick. Damn. It should just come up just like that and pull right out. That was freaking hard, you dumbass. Now you got your airbag out of the way. So now you're going to have to unplug. Oh, man. I bent that a little bit, but that'll buff. So just move that over. You probably won't bend yours. Now this plug right here has got to come out too. Let me see exactly how. Okay, there's a, you push down on the top right here and then pull out. This little thing right here pushes down. You depress that. All right, so now that that's done, this right here is a 15/16. You're gonna have to break that loose, get you a socket. So I'll go get me a socket and come back and we'll break that loose. All right, never too late for a latte break. There you go. All right, so you get this in here, like I said, 15/16. Kind of hold the wheel with your legs right here and you'll bust it loose. I'll take it the rest of the way loose off camera so you ain't gotta, well, I might almost be done. All right, so there's that. So then you'll take this loose. Some old Loctite on there. So now it should just come right off, but be careful not to rip your stuff off. So now you're left with this. So what I'm gonna do now is I've got to swap these controls over, this whole thing, and we'll do that on camera as well, and I'll explain why. Okay, we're actually gonna do this part first before I swap the steering wheel controls. This piece and this piece on the top of the dash, it's all one piece. Get you a little pry tool or something. I'm gonna use this flathead because I don't even have a pry tool. So if you're worried about scuffing it or something, you ain't gotta use that, use whatever you want. So this is gonna come up, and then this, see if you can see it on, yeah, this part back here, you can kind of stick your screwdriver back in there like that, or you can just pull up like I do. It's all one piece right here. So then we'll discard this, put this over to the side for a second. So let me go get the harness, the new harness that comes with this, and we'll get that all installed, and then we'll move on. Okay, I went and got the new harness, but we're gonna go kind of over what you're gonna have to do. So there's two little clips right here. You're gonna have to get a flathead behind that, pull them clips out, which raises this. Then this right here, I should be able to try to do this on camera. Push down on the top right there. Come on, I might have to put my phone down. Yeah, there we go. So just push down on the top right there. Now this is the one you're gonna have to pay attention to because it's numbered. So let me see here. See if I can get the numbers to show up. So you see on the far left it says 7, the far right it says 12. It goes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Our harness has three wires. We've got to use 9, 10, and 11. So these three right here, these little three clip wires right here, 9, 10, 11. I got to look up and see what color's what. I think 11 is yellow, purple's 9, but don't take, when we get to that part, I'll make it sure. So these will have to go into that, and I'll video it. When I get this unclipped right here, I'll have to pull that off camera and do it again. I'm gonna try to get this out real quick without getting in y'all's. Yeah, that was pretty easy. So that comes out like that. Then this is gonna unclip. There's a little clip right there. You just lift up and it, well, never mind, you dumb shit. That's for this. Where's this one? I'm thinking it's on the back right here. I think I should just be able to, let me look. Oh, it's right here on top. So you push this down. Try to not get my, push this down. Okay, this stays here, this goes here, okay? Okay, so it goes purple, gray, yellow. So number 9 is purple, 10 is gray, 11 is yellow. So what we're going to do, you see this was here, this big piece. So this big one right here is going to go into the far right side without the pigtails on this. So so that snaps in there. Now what you unplugged from this is this one right here. That's going to go in this plug. Pretty simple. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get the phone up there to do this, but 9, 10, 11 are going to go in there, but we've got to take this white thing back a little bit. Okay, so you've got to push here and push here. So push and then pull up and this white thing comes up, okay? So now, if you remember what I was saying, we've got to put these on 8 or 9, 10, and 11. So it goes like this. So you're going to stick it in there and hopefully you'll hear it. Dumbass, wrong end. You'd have definitely heard something going in the wrong end, huh? So, my bad. Get all these wires finagled, it's kind of a pain. So, purple's first, so 7, 8, 9. So it just slides in there. And if we should hear a click. Yeah, they'll click. So, we'll do 9, number 10, click, and 11. And 12 is the last one's going to be empty. So, and we should hear a click, click, and then squeeze down on this, and then push this back down to lock it all back in place. There. Now, this is going to go right back where it was, and it was like this. You remember it just slid in this little holder right here? So there, that's like that. And then this part with the Christmas tree, let me zoom back out now. Oops, wrong way. So this part with the Christmas tree is going to go over here where the other one used to be. Put the new harness one in there, and then I'm gonna kind of just run this to the back here, and I'm gonna zip tie this stuff up and put it back out of the way. So I got a couple zip ties right here. I'll zip tie that real quick. Got a pair of dikes, I'll just cut the tails off and then we'll start the video again. All right, so you know what time it is. Whoosh, number 2, baby. Ain't nothing but a 2 latte job probably. Okay, I got it zip tied back there. Now the only thing left to do now is just enjoy your latte and put all this shit back together. So I'm gonna put my camera on a time lapse and you can just watch me put it back together until we get to the steering wheel part because we gotta do some swapping. All right, that was kind of a pain in the ass, wasn't too bad. Just take your break, drink a latte. This little side piece right here with the shifter part, it's got like a little clip or indentation up here. If you push up that and get it indented in, clipped in before you do all this other stuff, shit, you'll be good. Just take your time. Okay, so we've got both wheels, Raptor, regular. Now you can see these controls are different. So this has a heated steering wheel. Now, if you have a heated steering wheel from the factory, it's all gonna work back the same. If you don't have heated steering wheel, you've got to buy an extra harness, and the harness is damn $300. So I don't have bitch hands. I don't need a steering wheel that's heated. But if you do, get you one. Or, you know, somebody wants to pay $300 and send me the steering wheel harness, I'll put it in on video. But so you can actually plug it in like this. You just won't have heated steering wheel. But what's going to happen is you see how this is mode right here, and on this side this is mode. and this is voice command right here, and on this one, this is voice command. It all works, but when you go to push mode on the new Raptor wheel, it's gonna, or when you push voice command on the new Raptor wheel, it's gonna be mode. So they're just reversed. But I don't wanna have to, it doesn't matter really, but I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna take this whole bezel out and just take this bezel out and swap them. That way everything's the same. I don't have heated steering wheel. If somebody wants, like I said, somebody sends me the damn steering wheel thing, I doubt it, but if they do, I'll swap them back again. But so what we're gonna do now is take this off and then take this off. Now, let me put this up here real quick. Should just be able to kind of pry it. See under here, there's a little lip. You don't want to pull too hard because you're gonna have to unplug something back in there, okay? So you just kind of go around like that. Just, you know, just be careful. And this ain't really my forte. I ain't really careful with nothing. But, so then, before you just rip the sucker out, you're gonna have to go in here and unplug these things, okay? So, okay, so this one, there should be like there's a little gray clip. I can't see the camera, but you just pull up on that little clip like that, and it should let that come off like that, okay? And then all the other ones are just any other normal clip. All right, so I figured it out. You see, right there, you got to push down on that. I couldn't get nothing. My finger's too fat, so I'm just gonna push down on that, and it pulls out. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, so I got them off. The Raptor one did have a few extra plugs. Like on the Raptor one, it's got this on this side. It didn't have that on my other one. But in this bezel, there's a thing for it to clip onto, so that's fine. It also had, there's another plug right here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just gonna plug this back in. I'm assuming that might be for the heating element in the wheel, because it's got the heating element. It just needs the workaround, the harness, and it's just too expensive, and I don't need it. Now I'm guessing this is the heating element right here. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I didn't have this plug on my other one, and I didn't have this one, but everything else was the same. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back in. The camera's gotta be close because the sun's right in my, I parked in the shade when I started. It ain't in the shade anymore. So we'll see if I can do this fast enough where it don't have to be off camera. I can't see nothing. And they don't, all right, this fucking gnat's about to, I'm done declared war on this son of a bitch right here. Damn, freaking gnat's about to drive me crazy. Just, I'm gonna do this off camera so you ain't gotta watch my dumb ass. But just know you gotta plug everything back up. I mean, shit. Okay, so it's much easier off camera when everybody ain't staring at me. So, got them swapped out, everything plugs back in. This was, I didn't have it on the other one, but there's a thing for it right there. So now all we got, here's the old one. I don't need this. Actually, what I could have done, looking at it, but I don't care because my truck, the color of my truck matches the silver on this wheel now more than this one. But if you see these, there's screws back here, you can take those out and just change the whole thing itself. You know, I could have just moved these two things without having to swap the whole bezel, but the color silver in my truck is this silver more than that. Anyway, let's go put this sumbitch in. I'm just rambling for no reason. And I'm thirsty as shit, son. Bush. Okay, so now all that's left to do is put this back on. I won't have this clip because come to find out, I do see that it goes down to that piece of cloth that was gonna heat the steering wheel. So this one I'll just kind of move out of the way or something. But so now we're gonna feed this back through here like that. Oh, this gnat's back. It's about to die, son. Damn, gone. So all I'm gonna do now, I don't know if you can see it on, nah, the camera's kind of. So I can't put my phone outside the truck because I parked in the shade, not knowing that, oh, the sun, you know, it's going to start setting. Now I'm direct sunlight, sweat down and aggravated as hell about it. But, so that's in there like that now. So I want to go ahead and kind of get this lined up. You'll have these two. There's a yellow thing here and the one over here you can't see. But, well, I'll just show you because I ain't a lazy bastard. So these will go into those holes. They were on there. And then now it came with, here's this one, and it came with a new one. And it looks like that red stuff, I think that's dried Loctite, or like, I guess when you screw it in there, it activates it. I don't have Loctite. If you want to put some on there, you can. But now I'm literally just going to screw that in and we'll tighten it up. I'm to the point now where I've got to use the wrench or the socket because it's done hit that red Loctite or whatever it is. All right, so I'm just tightening it up the rest of the way. Kind of want to make it, you know, get it lined up how you want. Kind of hold it with your knees like before, and I'm to the point where it's getting, there, that's tight. Sucker ain't going nowhere. Now, remember, this red thing right here, that's what this plugged into, and then this went right here in the middle. So we'll put that in, and then this is what you're depressing when you go inside with so you push this metal bar over, which there's a little hook right here, and then on the other side too. So you push this bar over and it releases it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there, and then I'm gonna move this I'm just gonna put it right there for right now to get it out of the way because I don't have whatever that is, and plug that in. Now there's two black things up here. There's two holes they'll line in, but I mean, damn, you can't mess it up. So then just boom. Hell yeah, son. I just gained 72 horsepower and I ain't even lying about it. So let's see if this stuff works. Oh, my battery's off, you dumb shit. Let's go put the battery back in. Come on, Colt, have another latte. All right, let's try it again. So, we'll see. Hood ajar, okay, door ajar, all that works. All right, so now we'll go over to the radio. I'll hit the volume button. That works. Boom, son. Then all this is going to work. I know it is, but everything works the same. Now I'm going to start it, and then put it in manual mode. Transmission not in park, and I'm going to hit this shifter right here and see if it goes from 1 to 2. Shoot, son, you don't want it. You don't even want it. I can't wait to smoke somebody's ass with this thing now. Let me put all this back together to get the hood down. We're going to hit the road, son. Well, actually, I'll probably have to hit the road tomorrow, you know. I had a latte and a half. So, I'm going to see if the wife needs help with the baby. We'll be back. Okay, before we go for a test drive, I'm going to go over a few things. In order to be able to do this mod, you've got to have this plus minus. You got to have the torque shift transmission. I guess that's what it's called. But if you don't have this, you can put the steering wheel on here, but you're not gonna be able to use the paddle shifters. So you see where it says 1 through 6 on my gears, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you push the plus button, they'll disappear. All right. So, and if I do it on the Raptor, it's the exact same. They'll disappear. Push it again, they come back. So you can also lock gears out. Say I'm towing and I don't want to be in 6th gear ever. I would push the select button, and now 6th gear's gone. It will not allow me to go to 6th gear. So I'll bring it back. And it's the same thing with this. If I want to lock 6th gear out, say I'm towing something heavy or whatever, I don't want it, just whatever. So I'll lock 6th out and I'll stay in 5th. So this is still functional. It works the exact same, okay? So we'll put it back. Now, Manual mode's the exact same too. You're gonna start off in first, you know, you'll select second, third, fourth, same shit. But instead of having to do it over here, it's much more convenient to use these paddle shifters. Now, I've been having it a couple days now, and what I really love about it, sorry about the camera shaking, what I really love about it is on the interstate or when I'm pulling my trailer. So the exit to get off at my house on the interstate, it's like super sharp. So when I'm getting off, I'll just boom, boom, drop it down to fourth, third, or whatever. So I'm using the engine to brake. It's kind of like your engine brake up here, but you know, I'm not getting on the brakes as much because I'm letting the engine slow me down as I go. It's just fun as shit to use. I use it all the time. Every time I'm getting off the interstate, I'll use it. Or when I'm towing something heavy, or not even really heavy, anytime I've been towing, I've towed the last 2 days, and I'll just downshift or whatever, just to, you know, help stop easier. Now, it's the same thing with your engine brake on, but it's a lot funner with this, I'm gonna tell you that. But we'll go for a little drive real quick. I'm gonna try to get my GoPro set up on my chest where you can actually see something, and I'll get off the interstate and you'll be able to hear where, like, it you know, it's revving up because I've downshifted. So, but it's just badass. I mean, the steering wheel, these, like my factory one had these right here, but they weren't as thick. So this is thicker on the Raptor wheel as well. You can see the perforated marks in it or whatever. It's just the fit and finish of it is awesome. Oh, that was my GoPro shutting off, sorry. The fit and finish of it is awesome. The feel of it, like, it's just, and these just are fun as hell. I'm serious, but we're gonna go on a drive real quick and let you see, you know, just kind of the workings of it as it's going. All right, so let's roll. I'm gonna drop her down in manual, let the freedom ring a little bit on the right side. We'll stay in first. Oh shit, son, she's bad. I'm gonna tell you right now. Downshifting like a damn jet. You don't even want it. All right, put her down in first. We're finna take off here. Well, got a slow ass Duramax coming. And what do you know, a frickin' another one I'm about to just roll out, son. I can't even wait to hit it. I feel like a damn NASCAR driver. All right, so we're in first. I'm gonna hit the shifter second. All right, I'm gonna downshift real quick. Roll up this window. I'm in third, holding 3,000 RPMs. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna downshift again, upshift, smoked his ass out, son. EGT temps 1,300, so I probably need to let off of here pretty soon, but you don't get nowhere pussyfooting around, son. We rolling 107. This is a closed course. That's my best friend up there, and that's his other friend pulling out the driveway. So I really wouldn't speed. But you see, you hear it. I mean, it's just fun as shit, son. I'm telling you right now. You get this thing, you can be driving around all the time. But so I'm gonna bring it up and drive. All right, so I'm in drive now. And say I want to lock out 6th gear, I'll lock that out and I'm in 5th. So, but I can still downshift. So I'm in 5th right now, and I want to lock out 5th too. So I'm going to hit the negative on the paddle shifter over here. Just drop down to 4th. I don't know if you could hear that. And I want to hit a turn real quick. I'm going to drop down to 3rd. So see, even though I'm in drive mode, I can still, but the thing is, if you're in drive, you can't go up. I mean, I can go up. So 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. You know, but it's going to stay in 2nd because I'm in drive, and it's going to shift on itself, you see. So you can downshift how you want in drive mode with the paddle shifters, but you can't upshift. The only way you can upshift, well, there goes my microphone. hell, son. I mean, it's one thing after another. It couldn't withstand the G4 speeds, apparently. Where the hell's my mic at? Man, get your shit together, son. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to clip this thing. Let's see if I can clip it right there. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So, I'm gonna go up here, turn around, we'll start this video again. All right, so turned around, headed back to the house. Just kind of wanted to do like a quick drive-through with you so you could see, you know, why you might want it, you know, why you might not want it. But I definitely, if I ever get another F150 or another F250, this is gonna be one of the first upgrades I do, just because it's awesome. I mean, it ain't hard to come over here and bam, -1, drop 6th out, drop 5th out, getting off the interstate. But it is because when you're merging off real quick, you're all turned over like this, you got to hit minus right here. I got both hands on the wheel, bip, 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 bip. Just slap that sucker, son. She gonna go down, drop a gear, engine's gonna go up, the RPMs, you're gonna slow down. I mean, it's awesome. It's really fun. It's not just a gimmick. Like, I literally use this every day, and I use it a lot when I'm towing. You wouldn't think I do. I don't keep it manual. What I use it mostly for, like I said, is downshifting. If I want to play around, I'll drop that sucker manual and, you know, dust a Cummins or a Duramax or something. But for the most time, I'm downshifting. And you can downshift with your thumb, but that shit ain't no fun. Just like hitchhiking with your damn thumb. That shit ain't no fun, son. So this is obsolete now. I will be using these paddle shifters, and anytime I get an F150 or another F250, this will be the first mod I get. So I'm gonna drop it down to 4th, drop it down to 3rd, 2nd. I ain't even got my foot on the brake. Just coasting in this sucker like this. But it's awesome. Like, this will be in every F150 or 250 I get. But about to pull back up to the house real quick, and we'll get old Clyde out, shotgun one real quick for the tube, and I'm gonna cut my neighbor's grass. He's an old man, he had a triple bypass, and before I move out of this neighborhood, I'm sure I'll be cutting everybody's grass. I'm young and everybody else is older, but you know what? When I get old, I hope somebody helps me out too. Let's roll. All right, boys, so once again, you know what time. Get your ass out of here, Wasp. Let me redo this. All right, boys, you know what time it is. Bush light matters around here. So's the flag. Hey, look, appreciate the hell out of y'all watching the channel. If this video helped you or you liked it anyway, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, who gives a shit, but I'd appreciate it. That being said, I do need to say that if you want the Raptor steering wheel, you have to have the select shift on the shift with a plus and minus, and you can't have adaptive cruise. Like, the harness will work with adaptive cruise, but the Raptor steering wheel does not fit trucks that have adaptive cruise, if that makes sense. So the two things you got to have is, you know, the select shift transmission and adaptive cruise. So, and no adaptive cruise. All right, I need to put this in there real quick. If you have an F150, the harness that I use won't work for you. I'll put a link for the F150 harness for the center console and a link for the F150 harness with the column shifter. So be sure when you're ordering, you're getting what you need to get. But I'll put all the links in the video description. Just make sure that, hey, if I got a center console shifter, make sure the one you bought for your F150 says center console, or it won't work. So anyway, but when you go to the website, it'll tell you all that. But you know what time it is. Diesel, go on, son. I killed that wasp, and well, I hit it, and he went down there and bit it to death. So anyway, we're gonna hit Clyde one time. Yeah. Look, like I said, appreciate y'all watching the channel. Hit that sub button if you haven't. Till next time, God bless.